Home Depot Halloween 2025's lineup has officially been leaked for Halloween 2025. Let's take a look.
Sometimes it's not. I always come back. I am Chucky, the killer dog, and I don't want to give that up.
Now, obviously, them being leaked at this time of year, they're from the managers' meeting, but there is so much cool stuff that is just waiting for us to talk about. So let's take a look. Starting off with this really interesting pumpkin caretaker, I want to say. It's not their best work compared to past years. I feel like this would be better if it released in 2021 or 2022. But it is still really neat. Now, I think this might be a budget prop. It just looks a little more on the cheap side, so I think this might be a budget prop. But there is another one later that I'm almost sure is a budget prop. But this one is just really interesting. It has a really cool looking face, but I can't really comment on this one. It's just this pumpkin caretaker demon creature, and it looks pretty tall. I'd say 6 to 7 feet. It is pretty cool for a pumpkin patch, or maybe a graveyard. You could really do it both ways with a little backstory added, but it is still a really cool prop. And here's a new look at the brand new for 2025 15-foot scarecrow. Now this obviously almost instantly blows the Lowe's one out of the water and makes that just thousands of miles away from this, because this is really cool. We don't have much image of it, we just know it's colossal. It's got a creepy face, it's got creepy long arms, it's really cool overall, and that's what I can pretty much say. There's also this giant owl, which is pretty cool. It's probably gonna be a 3-foot type prop. That's probably 30 to 50 bucks. And then there's these witches that have kind of just been sold everywhere. They've never been a Home Depot thing, but now they're just putting their label on it. Now on to the 10-foot ogre, my favorite prop. Almost favorite. There's one that contradicts this a little. Actually, two, I'm gonna say. But this is such a cool prop. Obviously, we have info on Shrek 5, so it's gonna be kind of a joke. But I'm all here for the mystical style props. If you remember, back in 2022, we had a ogre goblin character named a Goblin Thief, an animatronic I actually got last year, that I quite frankly very much love. And we had the wizard from that year. It seems they're really coming back with this collection of mystical characters with this ogre, and I can't express how good it is. We can confirm this is made by Pan Asian Creations, which made a lot of good ones like Target's Lewis, Carnival Carl from last year. They also make Soul Slasher, and you can tell because the way the base looks and like the way the foot is sculpted, it screams party time to the point I do not have any belief in my soul that could be made by any other company, but to the average person, they would never know. I see this being such a cool prop, and their props are usually outdoor rated, and so I definitely see this being outdoor rated. Great substitute for if you're going pro and you want Colossus. No hate distortions, but nobody's buying that. That's in the retail industry, which is what they're intending for, obviously. But this is a great substitute for people that truly want a statement piece for their haunt or even their yard display. So I quite frankly love this thing. Now we have a 3-foot Plague Doctor, which, I mean, the 3-footers have never been that good. The witch that says, "Let's brew my potion," and it just dances. They've never really been that good. But this one is a 3-foot Plague Doctor, and this looks incredibly good. I just wish it was life-size, if that makes sense. This is great if you're really into the realistic Halloween and you got maybe a dorm room or something. Hey, we got any college people out there and you're in college? This is your animatronic this year. This is small but mighty. It really is truly amazing. But something that's not is the Cauldron Witches. Please get a new concept, reuse the mech on something that's not a witch. Everybody does these Cauldron Witches to the point that I don't even think anybody buys them, especially full price. but it's just there in case you want it. And here's another view at that really cool 15-foot Scarecrow. In case you want to see that, it's really cool. This might be the coolest prop that is coming out of this lineup, and I see this selling out moments after it goes live in July. This is the 12-foot shark. This is a giant shark coming out of the ground that looks pro. This is great for a fish theme, a swamp theme, an ocean theme. This is probably going to be in my haunt next year with the zombie fisherman. And at Party City, if you didn't know, they have this giant anglerfish mask that lights up. So you have an actor as that and some fog with some scent in there. And this would go crazy. If you want this for your haunt, this is the best opportunity. Looks like something Distortions or Scare Factory would make. If you didn't know, Distortions made the T-Rex head this year. That's this really giant, realistic thing. And this shark looks like it was in this year's lineup from Distortions, right up there with the T-Rex. I'm sure it lights up, and if it missed, that'd be really cool, but it's still cool nonetheless. Now, you may remember in 2023, there was the zombie fisherman made by Pan Asian Creations. And he went with the dark water theme with Marsh Monster and such. Well, he's back and he looks more realistic this time. He doesn't look as much of an old sailor or fisher, but rather, you know, he's got his ball cap and he's sitting there and his face looks pretty cool. Perfect to go with the shark this year. This prop is more of a budget prop, and you'll see in a moment why. This is a just giant black cloak reaper. It's nuttin' compared to their SVI stuff, and it's made by Pan Asian. This is just the kind of stuff they put every year back before 2020, I want to say. It was just these big tall reapers that had that same face, and they just did some weird body twitching, which I'm sure this is going to do better than that. But it's just not like Boogeyman, it's not Marsh Monster, it's none of the more professional type stuff they do. I see this being 150 to 100 to 150 to 175, maybe 200, but I wouldn't pay that. I don't think many people would. So this would be in the vein of the Spellcasting Witch, and a bunch of those props that were budget last year, like Soul Slasher. Now, obviously, Party City made Rattles the groundbreaking skeleton. Everybody was doing them last year. We had Embers. Too many groundbreakers last year. This one I can get behind. The groundbreaking rotted skeleton. This one, hold on. This is obviously an animatronic. You can see inner workings. I think this could be pneumatic, possibly. But the way it's built just looks like it could be pneumatic to me. The way it's just got that, it has that thing at the bottom. It looks like it could pop up and down. It really looks pneumatic to me. So, I don't know. So that's what I gotta say about that one, but it looks really cool. Looks pro. Brick Thunder, write it down. I think this could look cool in your haunt. Now, here's another one. We got this really cool new looking Gravedigger. So happy about this one. Thank you, Home Depot. A lot of times, Home Depot will make Gravediggers, alright? And they're always so generic. They either just have a shovel and they turn side to side or something, or they have their foot on the shovel and they move back and forth and there's an owl with a crow on their shoulder. They all are in their same bloodline. This is a whole new take on him, though. And this is the exact opposite of what I was not... This is the exact opposite of what happened with the Lowe's one, which looks horrible. This looks crazy good. I'm really surprised with how well they pulled it off. It's holding a big sack that probably twitches around. Face looks different, and it's just really creepy, so I'm very glad. This one's weird. It's this zombie guy with a white mustache, now, in a top hat. I can't decipher what this is supposed to be, but I'm thinking maybe it goes in the same vein as, like, Jack of Spades did, with that whole scheme of something with that posture that's from that time era. I really feel like that's probably what they were going for. He's cool. He's really neat. He's weird. He doesn't make sense to me as a character, but he's still cool, if that makes sense. He's weird, but he's really cool. So, it's alright. Here's possibly the strangest prop, and I am saving the best for last. this is the strangest one, I think. This is a reskin of the Trickster Trio Clown Stack, which you all remember. They were pretty fun, they could be separated. Now, Halloween Costumes is making something like that with the stacked clowns. They're not as good as the Home Depot ones, and their price is a bit much, but they are cool. Go ahead and check out my video to see what I think of them, at least right when they came out. But these make Halloween costumes more redeemable. These are stacked zombies. I don't know what that is. I don't know what they were really going for, to be honest. They're just little zombies stacked up. For clowns, it made a lot of sense. For zombies, not so much. I don't know what they were going for. I don't see these selling full price much. And yeah, this is one of the bad Pan-Asian props out of these. So hopefully the next one can redeem it a bit. Alright everybody, and here it is, the last one we've seen so far. There's probably gonna be more pictures out. I might even add it in that there's more pictures that just came out at the time of filming this. But this is the coolest one. Brace yourselves for my favorite, the Demonic Snowman. This is a really cool prop. This is so neat, it stands out so much. It stands in the vein of Jack Frost, Scrooge, and even Buddy the Elf. They're just embracing the Christmas physique, and I love it. This is so cool. I see myself getting this. This is one of the things I think I'm going to get during the main season from other companies. It looks really cool. You can tell it's a generic SVI build, but it looks horrifying. The face and the arms are horrifying. I'm not going to be saying I'm doing a Christmas theme. I'm doing a Demented Twisted Dream theme in my hunt in one of the areas, and Jack and Buddy will be in there, and so this guy will go perfectly well with that. And so this is a really cool prop. It's so creepy, and it's nice getting some Christmas props that are just, oh, here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, but getting creepy ones like this and Jack Frost. This is just such a cool concept. Obviously, there are those horrible horror movies like Jack Frost and such. But this is so cool that I highly endorse them doing this, and I highly recommend anyone who is doing a creepy Christmas theme to gleam their eye at this, since I see it being between $200 and $250. I don't see it being over that. If it is, I'll be a little disappointed, but this is probably their best prop here, I'd say. Now, most of this stuff is good, some of it's amazing, and some definitely needs improvement, or just should have been scrapped in my opinion, like those stacking zombies. So I'm still going to say Halloween Costumes is better, especially since we have 2 more waves to come. But this is still absolutely incredible. And here is one amazing message for you all. The only company we're waiting on currently is Spirit Halloween. So if someone's watching this at Spirit, you gotta try and hold those secrets for a little while longer, because we're all looking for them now. But anyway, leave in the comments or leave a like or something for whatever you think of this lineup. I definitely think it's not really as good as 2023 or 2024 was, but I see this being a really good lineup with a lot of great sellers. And everybody, remember, no scamming, no scalping, none of that. And the interesting things, we did hear rumors of a Tiffany going with Chucky, so we're gonna hope that's real. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. And for everything horror, this is ABC Halloween. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Sometimes it's not. I am Chucky, the killer dog, and I don't want to give that up.